I'm going. The might of Lockfall approaches. I'm going.
An enemy has been slain.
To action! I'm going. The might of Lockfall approaches.
Hey bro, hey, hungry for adventure?
Penang seafood curry.
Maggie Royale.
Only from Maggie Royale. Real toasted belacan sauté with a fragrant chili paste, springy noodles in a delicious seafood broth. That's so Penang. New Maggie Royale Penang seafood curry, the ultimate noodle adventure. So Penang.
So Royalicious.
The might of Lockbar approaches.
For now you can stay right here, we will play until somehow you can find a slightly different frame of mind. Right here in my arms, away
enemy has been
from
slain.
harm. You'll be safe from all the flares, although I know you don't care. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Wish that you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind.
To plunder.
They say you will fall, you can reach nothing at all. Find your tracks beneath the line of a different frame of mind. Is that what you heard? Broken words in the dirt, yelling up into the sun. Here we come, here we come.
An enemy has been slain.
Here we come, here we come. Here we come, here we come. You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Wish that you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind.
To plunder. I'm going.
You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines with your shattered frame of mind. Wish that you could always stay. We can wait right here and play until somehow you can find a slightly better frame of mind. And when the light comes through, when the day isn't you, then it will be time for a new frame of mind. When all eyes are on you, you will know what to do, since you will have found your new frame of mind. When you lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path along the lines. Always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play. the fray. When structure
might of
falls, all else fails, we will build it once again. Climb high, higher than before. We could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again.
Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
To action!
Your team has destroyed the turret.
Chop, chop!
Has destroyed the turret.
First and foremost, thank you to each and every one of you for making these past few years a dream come true. When we started our channel back in 2011, we had no clue what to expect, and now here we are about to hit 1 million subscribers, and I can't thank your fans enough for the unconditional support and love you've shown us so far. The same goes to our sponsors HyperX, SkillCapped, and new to our channel for 2015, Alpha Draft, and AMD. Without the equipment from HyperX and AMD, a bunch of the videos and graphics we made would have taken twice the time to make. They really brought our PCs to the next level, and without them you would have seen a lot less analyze modes and special effects, so a huge thanks to them. And then lastly, we have SkillCapped and Alpha Draft, and although they don't make physical products, their services and involvement in the League of Legends scene bring a lot to the table. SkillCapped has taught me, my friends, and everyone I've talked to a whole bunch about the game. Whenever I go to pick up a new champion, they're the first website I go to learn everything from the basic to the advanced. Alpha Draft is a brand new website where you can win cash every week for drafting up a fantasy team. Some of their contests are free to enter, while others are just $1 or $2, but nonetheless, if you watch the LCS at all, you have to give this site a try. I've never been one to dig fantasy sports in general, but after entering last week's free contest, I'm hooked, and it makes watching the LCS that much better. If you want to support our partnership with any of these companies who in turn support our channel and the scene, then please check out the description box or click any of the annotations on your screen. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video wherever you want, and here's to another 1 million subscribers.
Urge to kill right. The might of Blockbuster of Trojan.
Has destroyed a turret.
Thunder.
If I didn't want you, I won't be spending my time where you go. I'd probably be with my bitches, my bitches, my bitches, my bitches, yeah. If the rehab didn't work, you wouldn't see me at nights. I'd probably be doing